It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Here's Fields now on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get... That one, weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one a first down pickup of 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So problems with air and passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all while throwing.
Good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The Chiefs at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Isaiah Foskey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints 3-yard line.
Now Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick here is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
On this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here's Fields. The pass caught by Olave.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Fields on 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now Fields.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alexander. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Fields. Now we're behind his man. Incomplete.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Down to about the 32.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this 1st half. It's a 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields completes it to Perry.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Saints.
On 1st down, Fields.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Pacheco trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Elijah Moore.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They set up the screen for Henry.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
This a quick pass to Davis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will have the Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Henry. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and he looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Fields. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spot.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by Olave. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, they'll run it here on the no, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with a chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Now it's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Alexander. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
First down, New Orleans.
To the air again, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go. Hancock. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. That's into the hands of Woods. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's Fields.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Fields now on second down.
And he will find his man on the outside. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league.